Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add the navigation property so as to be able to eliminate these null values. I'm going to minimize this and go back into my controller. And before getting the product, we need to add the include so as to be able to include the product brands and the product types. So I'm going to go ahead and say include. But I'm going to use this include, and I'm going to say that P goes to P dot product brands, and again I'm going also to include the product type, so P to P dot product type. And after this, I'm going to go ahead and also add this to list async, and you can see that this is starting to get long. I'm going to press enter to bring this down, and I'm going to bring this down to like this one, and you can see for now it is starting to look nice like this one. And what this is going to do is going to include also the parameters for this product brand and this product type by using the ID that is specified into our products table. So whenever we go back and try to send the request again, and I'm going this is for individual product. Let's try for all products here. You can see that I'm going to get the, let me do like this. You can see that I'm getting the product brand and also I'm getting the product type. As you are seeing that I'm getting this as product, this is now the type and this is now the brand. Okay, and we are going to do the same for the individual product. And in here I'm going to go ahead and say include. I'm going to say P goes to P that product brand, and also I'm going to include, and I'm going to say P goes to P dot product type. Alright, like this one and like this. And you can see that this is complaining as it is saying that this doesn't contain definition for find async. And there are two methods that you can use when you are using include to get the to get one product. And I'm going to say that I'm going to use the first or default or the single or default. I'm going to say first or default async, or I can use the single or default async. Those are the two methods that can work here, and they both have the synchronous ones and the asynchronous one. I'm going to use the first or default async, and I'm going to use expression in here. You can see that it is not accepting this ID as it is. I'm going to say that P goes to P dot ID, which will be equal to the ID that we're going to get from the parameter, and we are now ready to go. So whenever we go back into the postman and we try to send the request with the product ID and let's click send, you can see that still it is bringing this as null, and we have to restart the server to see if we are getting the same error. So I'm going to close this and start again. And you're going to send the request again and see if this is now resolved. So go ahead and click send, and voila, you can see that it was able to bring the product type and the brand as well for the single product. And this indicates that we are successful getting our data from the database, but can do better because we didn't implement any pattern or we didn't add any repository. And it's possible that we can get as many as entities that we may have on our project, and we can end up with the messy controller, and you can see that it was starting to get messy as we're going to add all these includes and other configuration. I'm going to show you on how to implement the repository pattern in the next video. But before we do that, I'm going to stop my server and keep track of the change that we did. I'm going to say git add git commit, and I'm going to say end of simple data access. I'm going to simple data access, and I'm going to say git status, and here we go. I'm going to clear the screen, and I will see you guys in the next video when I'm going to show you about the repository pattern. So see you there.